So today I am making damson Batts. See how shiny it is. Hello, it's Jill from Wooliecottage. So I'm using merino that I've dyed myself, and that's Corriedale in a damson colour, and Wensleydale that's also been dyed. And there's some merino with just a silk blend, and some merino with just a silk blend, and then some bats that I've pinched from other bats, and some blended merino glitz in 2 shades, some mulberry silk, and some over-dyed grey Wensleydale curls with some Angelina. So I'm just going to show you the process. I'm going to keep quiet while you listen to the music and watch the second.
Choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you begun. Feel like that.
So I'm adding in the bat there. It's from a carded bat that I've had in stock for ages, and this is what I do when they don't get sold off, is I just break them up into small pieces and make other new blends with them. And it saves me loads of time creating new blends and using for highlights. You'd be surprised the amount of colours that go into my bats from rovings from your producers like Wing and Whirl, World of Whirl, Adelaide Walker, etc. are absolutely brilliant for adding in for touches of highlights or for tone definition in your blending bats. That's why I use them. So I'll let you carry on there. These Wensleydale curls are grey and white natural Wensleydales, so they're really great to add in just for some. I want some texture in this bat, so I'm carding them in here, and I've dyed them in a plum, which has given me a lovely different colour arrays, like smoky greys with a brighter pink on top. So I'm just going to add in some more blends. Now you'll see that I'm adding in base colours on this section. I've added in my tones and my highlights on the layers, but now I want to create the gradient colourway. I want to study all the way through the bat. So in that bat blend that I had there's Shetland and Cheviot, rose fibres, just a silk noil, and just a silk in there as well. Now with it being a pre-blended bat, you're not always going to get all those fibres in there, but I do add them onto my ingredients cards. So these are the finishing layers I'm just putting on here. I'm just fluffing that merino silk to silk blend, because I'm going to top it off with, there we go, some Angelina. Just for the last bit of sparkle, I did this sparkle all the way through these bats, as well as texture. It'd make an absolutely stunning art yarn. But it'd be great for felters as well, because it means you've got the texture already there and you don't have to go hunting out for locks.
Choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you begun. Feel
Okay, so if you ever find that your bat feels a little bit tight, especially I find with merino, I can get loads of merino on my drum carder, and sometimes so much that I can barely get the bat off. But if you just, as I'm doing here, just a small section, about 1.5 inches wide, and you can pull it off, and you always see me fluffing out the ends when I'm sorting the bat out afterwards. And then I always grab what I call the troll by its hair. Now for me personally, I don't have much upper body strength. I've got fibromyalgia, so I ache a lot, so I find it easier rolling off my bats like this. It just, for me it gives me more control. So I'm just going to fluff out this bat. Now, never judge a bat by its main colour. You never know what colours lie underneath. But as you can see, in all my bats, I always load loads of colour dimensions. I always think of how it's going to look for the spinner. If you want to use it in weaving, but you want a multicoloured but complementary woven cloth or a shawl, it's going to be perfect for that. And then felters as well. For some felters buy my bats just so they can use one bat for a background and the second one for picking out colours out of the bat and maybe separating them into colour packs. So going on to the other angle, now I do apologise, I've had some issues with my filming on my video. So this section is cut about a quarter short at the end, but the pictures are at the end of it where you can see how I've put it together. So I hope that you find my videos informative and useful, just to get you going and looking through your stuff and exploring more about what you've got in your colour palettes, colours you wouldn't have thought that you would ever use, or wools that you've been gifted and you don't know what to do with them. You'd be surprised how many colours actually match together. You just take a look outside, you'll see oranges and vivid pinks on green stems, all sorts. Birds are perfect to look at, just to get a perception of how colours in nature can pop, and you don't realise how beautiful and stunning that they can be. So if you'd like to order one of my bats, please go to my website. It's www.wooliecottage.com. There you go. I do custom orders, and I have a variety of different locks and different blends on my website. Thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.